Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. So today we're going to be talking about the White Wind Wave Spell. This is happening from the 24th of July until the 5th of August. And so this is a 13-day cycle within the Galactic Calendar, where we're going to be working with and experiencing a certain energy. So each day will have its own galactic signature, but this is the overriding energy that sort of encapsulates that for the next 13 days. And those of you who follow the Galactic Calendar and have been following these videos know that we have cycles within cycles within cycles. So we have the Galactic New Year beginning on the 26th of July, the year of the yellow electric seed. And for those of you who haven't checked out that video yet, that did come out. I think it was today that I posted that. So absolutely check that out. It's a beautiful energy of manifestation, of creation, of planting those seeds, and of stepping deeper into our service, both in our own lives and to humanity and the galactic whole. So a big energy that we're working with for that. So we have that cycle going on. We are currently in the 5th castle, which is a set of 52-day cycles. And so each castle is made up of 4 wave spells. This White Wind Wave Spell is the second wave spell within the Green Castle of Enchantment, which is the final castle within that 5-day grouping of castles. So this is the final aspect of this particular spin of the wheel of galactic time. So we'll be moving into a whole new cycle of galactic time once we complete the Green Castle of Enchantment. For those of you who are feeling really overwhelmed by all of this information right now, don't be. If you're new to this, you will begin to understand more as you watch more of these videos. What's most important to understand is the simple energy and the energies that we're going to be talking about. So just keeping it simple and knowing for the next 13 days, this is an overriding energy that we're going to be working with and experiencing. For those of you who are really into the Galactic Calendar, or the Galactic on Mayan astrology, the new Galactic Calendar is out, the yellow electric seed year calendar. And so those of you who are interested, you can absolutely check out. I have an affiliate link actually now with the Galactic Calendar down below. And so if you click on that link, you can get taken to the site where you can purchase a Galactic Calendar. If you go to 13moon.com, you can also decode your own individual galactic signature, which is the galactic signature that was existing, that we were experiencing on the day that you were born. So that can tell you a lot about your own personal mission and your own energy that you've carried into this incarnation. So that's really, really fun. All right, we're going to get into this energy here. This, it is the 18th wave spell of the dream spell journey. As we said, it is the second wave spell within the Green Castle of Enchantment. We just came out of that red moon dream spell. That was wave spell. That was very much about cleansing, about purification, right? And so we've gone through that cleansing process. We've gone through that purification process. And now we're ready to really tune in. We're ready to tune in and tap into spirit. We're ready to communicate with spirit. And we're ready to communicate with others as well, to receive that divine inspiration and communicate it and share those inspirations with others. So communication is a big focus during this wave spell. We want to pay attention to our verbal communication with others, our communication with ourselves, our communication with spirit, with the universe, right? And we communicate through our thoughts. We communicate through our vibration. So we want to be very aware of both of those things. Our thoughts become things, and our thoughts are very powerful during this wave spell, and our words are even more powerful. And so we want to take care to speak only what we mean. Once something is spoken, it is. We can't take it back. Right? Especially if we're speaking and communicating with another person. Whether we want to or not, there's no delete button for that. And so we want to be very cognizant of how we are using our words. Are they expressing our truth? Are we speaking in integrity? Are we speaking the things that need to be spoken? These are the things that we're going to be working with, the things that we want to keep on our minds. We want to perfect the art of communication, which is a two-way street. It's not just about speaking, it's also about listening. So we want to listen as fully as we speak, right? We don't want to just be waiting for our turn to speak, which is a lot of what communication has turned into. And a lot of the reason why there is so much miscommunication in the world. It's that, and it's also not asking questions. It's making assumptions. So we don't want to make assumptions. If we intuit that somebody feels a certain way or thinks a certain thing, ask. Right? Have that conversation. That's coming through strongly. Anywhere where we're making assumptions about what somebody thinks or feels. During this wave spell, we're being asked to actually take the time to find out if that's true. Because oftentimes it's not. Oftentimes our own perspective is coloring what we believe another is thinking or feeling. And so we really want to just put all of that out on the table. We want to ask those questions. We want to take that time to find out. We want to take the time to find out the facts and find out the truth. I'm feeling a big energy of truth with this wave spell. This wave spell is also about telepathy, right? It's about channeling. It's about allowing ourselves to be a channel for spirit. In any of the ways that spirit wants to move through us, what are we creating? What is spirit creating through us, with us as that medium, right? Are we being inspired to sing? Are we being inspired to channel light language, which is the language of the soul? Are we being, how are we being inspired to share? And how is that spiritual energy wanting to channel and move through us? And how can we allow ourselves to be the open vessel through which that can occur? This is a great time to be receiving communication from the spiritual realms, especially with everything else we have going on during this wave spell. This is going until August 5th, right? So a few days after it ends, I guess, we have the 8-8 portal. But we're within those 8-8 portal energies already. And so that energy is coming through strongly. Spirit communication is ramping up. We can really receive some beautiful messages. And if we seek to establish that communication, a lot of fruits can be born from that. This is also an energy that calls us to work with the breath, that understands the breath as a channel of spiritual energy, as our connection to our life force, right? And so working with that, paying attention to how we're breathing, when we're breathing, working with our breathing, doing breath work, right? Really, we're doing breath work every single day. It's just, what kind of breath work are we doing? Are we doing the short, fast breath that only exists in the chest that causes anxiety? Are we breathing those deep belly breaths that soothe us? Are we working with more active forms of breath work that are bringing up and purging and releasing energies, right? How are we utilizing that breath? Remember, words when spoken, we speak through the breath. If we couldn't breathe, we couldn't speak, right? So everything that is channeled through us in communication is channeled through breath. And so it's a big energy, and we can deeply connect with spirit and with our life force energy when we learn how to work with and harness the energy of our breath. And so I want to see if there's anything else I want to read for you guys here. A lot of the stuff here is not necessarily stuff that needs to be read. It's a whole lot of technical jargon that's just going to be more confusing than anything. But I do like this. So it says, the white wind wave spell represents the spiritual realm in the form of the breath of life, the words of life, the word of God, and all kind of spiritual telepathic communication. In this way, the white wind symbolizes the divine breath, which comes through the throat chakra, akin to the Holy Spirit. In this way, the power of spirit can actually transform reality through the practice of positive affirmations and the speaking or signing in tongues, which is another way to say light language. The white wind thus invites us to embody the living word of our own divine destiny. So this is a time when we can absolutely speak our world into being, which is extremely powerful. So play around with that. Play around with talking about your manifestations, bringing them to life through your words during this wave spell. And I do often post, there's sometimes the Astro Dream Advisor does these things where they break down each day of the wave spell and each individual galactic signature of the day and how it can tie into the overriding wave spell. And different ways to work with that daily, but I couldn't find that for this one. So I don't think, unless I find it after and I just missed it earlier, that may not be included in the description box below, because it's just simply not here for us. But we know the energies and we can intuit, right? There's so much of this that is intuitive. It's like any type of astrology, right? We bring our own understanding and our own energy to it. So you can kind of get creative with this and play around and be like, okay, so today, and I have to get my new calendar to see because this calendar, I'm on the last day right now, July 24th. And so we can play around with it and be like, okay, so today's signature is the red self-existing serpent. How does that energy connect with the white wind energy? And sort of understand how the two can tie together. Like, you can really play around with that and have fun with that without necessarily needing that breakdown. All right, let's read from the Astro Dream Advisor about the energy of white wind. White wind is the galactic wind, the catalyzing current, the spirit that moves through all things. It is the divine breath that gives life to all creation, the unseen essence of solar energy. White wind is the breath of inspiration, the fertilizing force of the wind. Its essence is the movement of spirit as it penetrates into form to enliven, purify, and inspire. Receive the gift of white wind by simply taking a conscious breath. Amidst the seeming complexity, breathe consciously. Allow your life to be more like the wind, free-flowing and open to spirit. White wind represents spontaneity and simplicity. As you experience the truth of the present moment, white wind leaves you free to move on to the next moment, without the baggage of desire, regret, or expectation. White wind is the simple knowledge that invisible forces are always moving in your life, guiding and inspiring. White wind also embodies the concept of presence. Presence is an expression of beingness, a creator of intimacy. It has to do with being wise in your simplicity. From simple beingness, your true identity emerges. Presence is being open, aware, and in the now. Presence is being there for whatever is. Think back to a time when someone looked deeply into your eyes, acknowledging your beingness with their full presence. Remember how wonderful and intimate that felt. When you want to be intimate with someone, become equally open, aware, and present. When you bring your awareness into the present moment, everything else falls away. When you are fully present, your mind is not preparing responses to what it is hearing while you're listening and feeling. Drop your evaluating and reactive nature. Trust that your heart will have the appropriate response when the time comes. Allow your mind to be quietly responsive, like a pool of water, natural in its unconditional acceptance of the moment. Presence is simple. It is like being caught in the moment by the beauty of nature. Presence is your natural state of being. When you are present, your heart feels open, charged, full. When you are present, whether alone or with another, you are loose and relaxed. Time may seem to slow down. You can expand your awareness with ease, allowing yourself to truly see and be seen. You let your feelings speak through your eyes, and the feeling channel in you breathes freely without expectation or judgment. And so and then it goes on to talk about white wind also offers the integration of the polarities within you and unifying the masculine and feminine aspects of the self. And there was a lot of energy for that in the yellow electric seed reading as well. A lot of energy of divine union, of our masculine and feminine energies unifying, and then also counterparts being attracted in. So that was a really beautiful energy that kept coming up because it did not want to be ignored. All right. And the first day of the white wind, July 24th was a Galactic Activation Portal. Unfortunately, I'm recording this video. It's July 24th, about to be July 25th, so I apologize for that, you guys. I love you. I just did not have the time to get the video done earlier today. But it was a Galactic Activation Portal. You experienced it, even though the video didn't come out in time for that. We all experienced it. We're all in a massive portal right now that really opened with that full moon, and I feel closes, right? And these are all approximations, which is why I do this. With that, the next full moon on the 22nd, with that 8/8 portal energy flowing throughout. So we're all aware that we're experiencing portal energy right now. But the white magnetic wind, which was the first day of the WaveSpell, is a Galactic Activation Portal. Clear itself. All right, let's get some energies here for this white wind WaveSpell from the Archangel Oracle cards. What do the Archangels want to tell us about this WaveSpell? Guidance for these next 13 days. What messages, what guidance do we have from the Archangels? Okay. So we have Archangel Mary coming out. Open your heart with compassion and fold others in love. So really bringing that love and compassion in during these next 13 days. And then we have Archangel Sandalphon. Tune into your divine potential. Bring the world into harmony. So a lot of this beautiful, harmonious, loving energy. And this is really important, especially when we're dealing with a wave spell that has so much to do with communication. We want to bring in that harmonious energy. We want to bring in that love and that compassion. Because we're always much better received when we come from that place, when we communicate from that place, when we connect to others from that place. It's a big energy of connection with this wave spell, right? We read a lot about that from the Astro Dream Advisor, that energy of connecting, being fully present with each other, right? Connecting through the eyes, right? They are called the window to the soul for a reason, right? So really, opening up to that level of deeper connection and intimacy. And just being loving to absolutely everyone that we meet, including ourselves, right? I think that's always really important to remember, because a lot of times we don't count ourselves when we think about things like this. But during this wave spell, I really like this tune into your divine potential. And so it's like there's a deeper level of our own potential that's being revealed to us. And it's when we're in the state of compassion and love, right? That's when it is revealed. Remember, all of our divine potential comes from love. And so the more deeply we embody love, the more deeply and effortlessly we tap into that. And we all have the potential within us as well. We're being reminded to bring the world into harmony. And how do we do that? We start by bringing our own world into harmony, by embodying harmony. And then Archangel Raziel on the bottom of the deck. Seek and you will find, be a wise one. So this is about more information. This is about a deeper level of spiritual study commencing. More energy of things being revealed, right? This card represents a lot of revelations. Deep spiritual insights and revelations. So we can look forward to that as well. Then we have Archangel Gersissa coming out. Create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet. So a lot of that service energy coming through. And Archangel Christine, accept the Christ light, act with wisdom and loving compassion. So above all else, guys, be compassionate during this wave spell. I feel like there may be situations that call upon us, or that ask us to call upon that compassion, where it may be a struggle for some of us too, because the situations that we find ourselves in, it may bring out in us energies of judgment, energies of reactivity. And so we're being asked to call upon that compassion over and over and over again, as many times as possible. We're being asked to really tap into that Christ consciousness, right? Christine offering the Christ light, right? That energy of Christ consciousness, that energy of unconditional love. That is how we are of service to the planet. That is how we create a spiritual foundation. That solid spiritual foundation is built on love. It's built on forgiveness. It's built on compassion. I was drawn to the Isis Oracle deck, so we're going to pull one of these clear as well. Let's get some guidance for this wave spell from the Isis Oracle deck. What does Isis have to share with us? Isis, Osiris, what do you have to share with us? Horus. Horus is like, don't leave me out. There's all of the beautiful pantheon of Egyptian deities. What do you have? What wisdom do you have to share with us? What guidance? Okay. So we have ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. And we have the Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. And so this is all about connecting to our galactic heritage. So your galactic brothers and sisters want to connect with you. And music may be a way of putting yourself into a receptive state, I'm feeling. I'm definitely also thinking light language. This card is bringing light language to the forefront of my mind to me, which, as we talked about briefly, is the language of your soul. It's transmissions that come spontaneously of sound, of movement, that activate aspects of our soul, of our light body. So let's see what this card has to say here. The rattle of Isis, the sistrum, is playing in the hand of the goddess now. Can you sense it with your inner hearing? Its vibration reaches through your crown chakra and enters your body, initiating you into the great ancient power mysteries of sound, creativity, and healing. This is a time when words and music will become increasingly important on your spiritual path and healing journey. Words are so important right now. Speak your world into being. Channeling, right? When the Lady Isis initiates a beloved into her ancient mysteries, life can become quite interesting. An initiate of Isis does not just learn new ideas as a student, but is thrown into the experience of the mysteries in real day-to-day living, so that they may be truly mastered in our lives and then utilized in service to help the lives of others too, so that one day all beings will be healed and whole according to the will of the Divine Feminine. The rattle of Isis initiates us into the mysteries of sound healing and creation through vibration. If we listen carefully with our inner ear, we can hear the sounds of the universe alive. We can sense and hear with our inner ear the movement of planets, the beating of the heart of Mother Earth, and the music of the goddess, guiding us through sound, helping our souls to dance and move and our lives to heal. You are guided to use words that reflect the experience you would like to create in your life. It may involve shifting how you speak. For example, rather than focusing on struggle or what is not working, focusing on the signs of life and healing that you experience. This may also include using chant, incantation, and prayer. It may also involve singing or playing a musical instrument, or using sound for healing through the voice or another instrument such as crystal bowls, rattles, keyboard or string or wood instruments, and letting the sound move you. You may use this healing for yourself, but if you are a healer, this oracle can guide you to explore this in your healing with others. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, and in what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically also. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Is it acknowledgement of freedom, respect, and love for others? Do you use your powerful speech with wisdom and kindness? In order to help you master the ancient mysteries of the sistrum, use your beautiful voice with spiritual responsibility and wisdom. You also need to acknowledge where you have used your power to manipulate others, to get your own way, or failed to be respectful. Forgive yourself aloud and ask for forgiveness, in person or spiritually, if doing so in person is not possible or appropriate. Appropriate, I think, being a functional word there. Often initiates don't realize where they are not conscious until thrown into initiation, which helps us become more aware and grow. It can be confronting to be aware of the issues that need healing within us that we had no prior awareness of, and it can be tempting to criticize or judge ourselves. Choose not to do so. Be kind to yourself. We are all learning. Allow Lady Isis to help you find your way through the wise use of the power of sound. What you will learn through the initiation of the sistrum is an understanding that your words are powerful and create resonances. You will become able to create divine sound through music and speech for clearing, creating, and manifesting. As you do so, your power to generate consciously cultivated higher frequencies will grow, and you will feel more masterful in managing your moods and the energy of your environment. You can manage karmic responsibility for what you create through the spiritual intention to be of service and healing. Then we all benefit from your growth. Remember, just as your body may naturally wish to dance when you hear a wonderful piece of music with your physical ears, so too when the inner ear of the soul hears the cosmic tune of the Divine Mother urging growth, healing, and greater joy, the soul wishes to move and our lives change. If this is happening for you already and you are feeling the onset of perhaps quite deep upheaval and change, know that it is part of your initiation into the ancient power mysteries and your soul is dancing. Trust in the flow. Work with your words to bring yourself into alignment with your soul, remembering that the soul resonates with love, bliss, abundance, peace, joy, and connection with all that is. Focus on these kinds of energies and your words will help you align with your soul and genuinely feel the peace beneath the changes you are experiencing in your life. Yes, very, very powerful. Really taking ownership and responsibility for the power of our voices. for the power of our words. We are all so powerful. And it's as we step into that spiritual authority, we have to take that responsibility. It is one thing that you guys may not know or may not have picked up on is that my voice, like many others, I am not unique in this way, contains activating light codes within it. So every time that you listen to a video of mine, you are receiving activations and you are receiving transmissions simply through the tone and the sound of my voice. And so this is something that may be activating or has activated in many of you as well. And so it's paying attention to that as well. And paying attention to the ways that we use our voice. When we use our voices in anger, that when our voice is powerful, that can cut like 1,000 swords, right? Just as it can be soothing, it can also be harming. And so we want to be aware of that. We also want to be aware of our thoughts. When we have a negative thought about someone, we instantly want to cancel and clear that energy and send love in its place, right? Because we have the power to affect far more than we believe that we do. I want to pull a crystal card for guidance for what crystals we can work with clear during this wave spell to close this out here. What is a good crystal for us to work with during this wave spell? But really playing with that, playing with sound. I really like that. Playing with sound, playing with our own voices, playing with our words. I've been really guided to work with sound lately myself to delve more into sound healing. I'm really intrigued. I would really love some crystal bowls. I really like the gongs, the big gongs. They have such a beautiful vibration. So we have pink tourmaline coming out, the gift of love. Beautiful. And just take that in for a minute. There is light language. And there are activating energies encoded within these cards. So just gaze upon that for a moment and allow that vibration to sort of ripple through your being. And we're going to see what pink tourmaline has to say here. And on the bottom of the deck, rhodonite, patience. All right. So the deva associated with pink tourmaline is Rubalel. And you can see that up at the top there. So that's like the guardian, the energy associated with the crystal. I enter your world humble and in joy. Like a butterfly of light, my wings will echo love's infinite embrace. I wish to live in your heart and light your steps in the sacred dance of life that you represent. Let the sun rise in your heart, feel the warmth of its infinite love, activate and overflow. Let the rays of your empowered love rain outward to the waiting world. Share all that you are through realization that you and the source of unconditional love are one. With pure activation by your hand, let us send the message of safety and love, and the world will follow. Within your embrace of love's completion, I send now a rain of unifying pink light to fall upon humanity. Unite now in the light of love's sacred embrace. It's a stone of heart activation. Pink tourmaline helps one to become comfortable with sharing love with the world again. It infuses trust and confidence in the power of love, which in turn allows expression of emotions and the healing of past experiences with forgiveness. This then results in the opening of one to receive love again in life. Over time in pink tourmaline's embrace, one can realize the unlimited nature of love that resides in us and learn to share that realization by giving love as a constant gift to all that cross our path. And was that not like what came out in the beginning of the reading? So I love how it's beginning and ending with the same thing. Pink tourmaline does its work by powerfully linking the crown and heart chakras, which allow the highest lessons relating to the heart to be taught directly from our spirit in absolute truth. This is a sacred contact stone to the energies of Paramhansa Yogananda, Archangel Mary, Master Sananda, Jesus, the goddess Aphrodite, and the Lady Isis. Pink tourmaline can be of use at the physical level where there is endocrine imbalance, infertility, or poor communication between body systems. It is also useful in liquid form as a skin tonic. The presence of pink tourmaline today in your cards is a wonderful flash of love. Where pink tourmaline goes, love quickly follows. As a messenger of love, this crystal reminds us that love is just an emotion until it is given and received freely, at which point it becomes unconditional and the most powerful force in the universe. I'm going to read that again. This crystal reminds us that love is just an emotion until it is given and received freely, at which point it becomes unconditional and the most powerful force in the universe. In life, we can act with love, dress as love, understand love, and feel love. But to truly know love, one must unconditionally give love away. With pink tourmaline by your side, you can be trustful and confident in the laws of love. Forgive your past and go forward with an open heart. Keep your eyes open in the coming days for butterflies. They will come to remind you to keep your heart open and be the gift of love in the world. This is a sacred stone of Mother Mary. And the affirmation is, I give love, I am love. So all about the love. And that was almost what I titled the Yellow Electric Seed video, because there was so much energy, that love energy coming in for that too. So we're being prepped for something incredible right now, you guys. We really are. Like, this love vibe is so strong. So it's all about us opening up that heart chakra, us learning how to receive and how to give love freely, us developing and practicing that art of forgiveness, right? That art of compassion, just like we talked about. This deep healing that allows for that pure expression of love. All right. That being said, I love each and every single one of you. If you loved this video, hit that like button. They need a love button, but for now it's a like button, so we'll go with that. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling this wave spell, how these energies are resonating for you currently. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. And there is also my email down below with a list and description of the different services that I provide. If you guys want to do any one-on-one work with me, please shoot me an email, reach out to me. I appreciate each and every single one of you. You are so beautiful. You are so worthy. So go out there and be those beautiful warriors of love that you are. Until we meet again.